Jeff. What's up, Boomer?
What's up, Boomer? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right.
You doing
Hanging
all right?
in
You
there.
sure?
I am.
Do we need a wellness check on Sam, or are we doing all right?
I was struggling a little bit about an hour ago, but I'm freaking perky right now.
Yeah,
Can't you tell?
tits up. Nice job,
Perky
Sam.
AF.
Yeah. So anyway, Sup Boomer podcast, where we dive all the way into the fact that we are the boomers of this generation and we suck at everything electronic.
Speak for yourself,
Hey,
Boomer.
Sam, could you just do me a favor? Could you just edit that little part out for me?
It's
Oh,
not that
that's
I
right.
can't edit, it's that I don't have time. I'm busy. I have a full-time job. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I'm a best friend to many people. I don't
Whoa,
have
whoa,
time.
whoa. It doesn't best mean just one.
I don't think so.
Wow. So,
Uh,
all right. First things first, obviously, spoiler alert, if you had any interest in Survivor season 44, the finale was last night, and it was 3 hours, and it was glorious every minute of it, with the exception of I fast forwarded, if we're being completely honest with each other, through the last 35 minutes where they do like the sit down, have the pizza, have the champagne, that whole thing, but the rest of the show was awesome. And how do you feel about how things went down last night, Sam?
I don't mind it. So I think we spoke about this a couple days ago. I wanted Carolyn to win, right?
Yes.
I felt like I like how quirky she is. People underestimated her. I think she made a couple of good moves, one good blindside,
Hmm.
and then the whole X thing she did where she hid that or put the X there and made it seem like something big was going down. Anyway, so I like that. But then when they did the jury asked them questions and they have to plead their case, I felt Jam Jam's words and what he said and the way he approached things and the way he was convicting, he was convincing people about how
Convincing.
they were running things.
Yeah.
What's her name? Is it Heidi? Is that the other one?
I think it was Heidi.
Heidi?
Yeah.
Um, Heidi was like, "Well, no, you guys were just riding the coattails of blah blah
Carson.
blah,
Yeah.
and of that tribe, our tribe, Asa tribe, or whatever." And he was like, "No, we wanted you to think that, like, and it worked. Look." And then she shut right up. I'm like,
So
"Yeah, shut up, lady."
she
Anyway,
interrupted Jam Jam too, which I thought was shitty.
I mean, you
I
have
would have
it's a
gotten
million
so
bucks.
catty with her.
It's $1,000,000. Interrupt away.
Dude, no,
Interrupting cow
no, no.
all
You
day.
let him talk. They asked Jam Jam
No,
a question,
nope.
and then she jumped in. Then she jumped in and started talking, and I would have been like, "Oh, excuse me. Do you mind if I just interrupt you really fast?" Just
Yeah,
wanted to
no.
make sure.
It's a
I don't have
million
anything to say.
bucks.
Just want to make sure.
She was low on the totem pole. She needed to do something.
Yeah, she was grasping.
Yeah, and I mean, I got scared a tiny bit thinking she might win just
Yeah,
because of the stupid fire thing, but also I was like, "Nah, bitch, if you wanted to really make a move, you would have taken Jam Jam to fire,
yeah.
not
You beat
Carson."
somebody good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Carson
you
can't
beat
make
up on a
fire.
toddler.
Yeah.
Nice job. Right?
Yeah,
It's like
so I wasn't
you beat the
impressed by
best.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carolyn just wasn't good with her words. Jam Jam was. He was able to articulate it. I love that he won. I love
Yeah.
that one
He's a
of the
good guy.
Tika. Yeah, it was great.
That's
I'm
so
sad.
for
I'm
okay.
sorry. I'm sad that you missed the pizza and them talking for 30 minutes because one thing they did reveal, they revealed to that one girl that the idol that got sent home. Okay,
Was
I don't know
fake?
her name. She gave her idol because they were afraid of the
Oh, yeah,
knowledge
yeah,
is
yeah.
power
Yeah,
advantage that didn't even get played.
yeah.
So she gave her idol to what's his butt. What's his butt ended up going home. So she thought an idol went
Her idol
home.
was gone?
Yes. And so they
Fake.
revealed to her that it was a fake idol and
Ah,
nobody knew. So everybody was shocked. Yeah.
and laughing about it?
Yes, they were all laughing about it, jaws dropped, so that was kinda funny.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Because they didn't
Anyway,
believe her. They were like, "Oh, good
yes.
story. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, you really sent him home, or he went home with your idol. Would you still have
exactly.
it?" It was awesome.
It was great,
Nice.
though. 3 hours well spent, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
absolutely. I couldn't think of a better way to spend 3 hours if we're being honest with each other right now.
Me either.
Yeah.
All day.
Nice. Well, I think we're on the same page here that we're at least both happy for him. He seems like a good
Yeah,
guy. Yeah.
yeah.
Unfortunately,
I like
Carson
him.
got sent home because I think he would have won for sure.
Carson?
Yeah, is that what I said?
Oh, yeah, I if
Yeah.
Carson would've yeah, except he can't make fire, and this is
Yeah.
Survivor. The heck?
Man, so the one thing, that I'm going to apply for Survivor, and when I am accepted, and so a long time ago, I had to take off to go and work in Phoenix, um, for like 3 months. I cried like a small, small child. I hate flying, one, and
Because
I'm not good at being away from people. What were we gonna
mm,
say?
you're
Uh,
scared of the
Ugly
act of
tears.
flying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, just because I know the plane's going down, it just doesn't matter what's happening. It's like the plane will go down, and I'd like to think that the narcissist in me, I'm like, "I'll survive." The one guy that
No,
survives,
you
Jeff
won't.
Powell.
If the
And
plane goes down, you will not survive.
that's fucked up, Sam.
Facts. Yeah,
Uh,
I'm not afraid of the act of flying. Flying's fine. Once I'm on the plane and we're in the air, great. Please get me up in the air. For me, it is everything leading up to flying
oh,
that stresses me out.
you like the foreplay of taking a flight.
Uh, I I hate the foreplay of taking a flight.
So I
That's what
got
I
that
mean.
backwards.
You got that backwards.
Oh, okay,
So,
sorry, see,
like, I
that's my
pack
bad.
several days ahead. Because I don't wanna be rushing the day of. I have a checklist on my phone that I check and triple check the morning of, like, do I have my charger, my contacts, my toothbrush, my this, my that, my whatever. And then I think you and I may be very opposite when it comes to this next part. I have to arrive to the airport 3 hours early, right? If I
Just
could
to
go the
get
night
drinks or what?
before no, if I could go the night before and sleep in my car, I would feel better, but I have some weird irrational fear of, like, not gonna make my flight even though that's not happened, like, I have to get through security check, and then John will be like, "Okay, let's go get a drink or let's go eat some food." I'm like, "No, I need to
Are you the type that
physically."
looks at the screen and you have to see the gate before you can do anything else? You're like, "There's the gate," and then you can go off and
1,000
do your own
yes.
thing?
I see the gate, I look at it, it exists, it has my flight number, my time, and then, okay, whew, my shoulders are down. Now I can go get a drink within eyeshot of my gate. Because what if
Yeah.
they change?
Oh my god. Could you
Yeah.
imagine? How would
And
you ever
then
find out?
I
It's not like
don't
they
check
have an
m
intercom system that goes over the entire airport
yeah,
telling people about gate changes.
they need one. And then I don't check my bags, right? I've never lost a bag, but I don't wanna lose a bag, so I will carry on the bag. And nowadays, they book these flights so damn full that you'll get up, you're waiting, you're happy, you're in line early, and then they say, "Excuse me, everyone, we have a full flight." Well, no shit. You sold all the tickets. You should have a full flight, I would hope. We have a full flight. So we're going to need some of you to check your bags because we might not have enough room.
You're like,
I'm
I need to see my
sorry.
bag."
If you're not touching my bag, first of all, and maybe you should plan for that. If you
You know they're
offer,
gonna go through your shit, right?
I don't care about that. Go through my shit. But I need to see it. I don't wanna lose it. I don't care, go through all my stuff, but just give it back to me, please. And it's if you sell 200 seats on a plane, I don't know how big planes are. Let's say 200 seats on a plane, right? Then you should account for that many people bringing on
Have
carry-ons.
bags.
The poor
Well,
people.
not everybody's crazy like that. Like, some people will just let their bags go and, like, be checked because, they've got kids, and they're also worried about their kids, you
No.
know?
So then the second they make that announcement, which has happened the last 4 times I've flown, I get anxiety of, "Oh my god, what if they look at me and say, 'Ma'am, we're gonna need to check your
You're
bag.'"
targeted.
I'm gonna start crying out of anger. "Don't touch my bag," or what kind of lie can I say immediately to get out of that situation?
"This is my companion bag. Please don't take it. It makes me feel better."
Here's my doctor's note.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd probably work. My
I've
cat's in there.
never had anti-anxiety medicine or any of that kind of stuff. I've just never needed it until this year before my last flight in
Oh, do we
March.
have a share moment coming up?
No, I just told my doctor, I said, I don't wanna have to drink gallons and gallons of vodka when I get to the airport just to calm my ass down about them potentially taking my bag. I need something else. And so he prescribed me some anti-anxiety medicine that now I'm too anxious to take because I'm like, what if it makes me too sleepy? I'm a weirdo.
And they take your bag while you're asleep?
Something.
You know what you remind me of? While you're telling this story, do you remember on, like, Finding Nemo?
I've
You
seen
remember
it.
Finding Nemo?
Yes.
The fish?
Yes.
Do you remember that neurotic fish that when the bubbles would escape the treasure chest, he goes, "The bubbles! My bubbles!" And he, like, gets over it, and he, like, gets all fucking weird about it. That's like
Uh,
you. I picture you if somebody's like, "Ma'am, can we just check your bag? It doesn't fit in the compartment, ma'am. You're going to have to check that. Would you
yeah,
cancel your flight?"
I I don't know what I do. I have replayed this over and over and over in my head. What do I
Are you
say?
sweating just listening to this story?
Yes, I am. And it's not just flying, right? It's then we get to the place. Okay. Let's say we last time we went to Mexico. Okay. We get to Mexico, we land. I know I need to now go find the shuttle that I have booked to get us to the hotel. Okay, do I turn left? Do I turn right? Do I go straight? Are people staring at me? Am I going the wrong direction? What if I get there and they're like, no, ma'am, we don't have your reservation down. What do I do? Some people,
You're
like
sleeping on the streets in another country, in a third world country. Could
I
you
picture
imagine?
you just living so free. Like you show up to the airport, they've already boarded. You just walk in. Oh, sorry, I've arrived. Walk in. Oh, you need to take my bag. Oh, this old thing, check it. And you just walk and sit and order a cocktail, right?
No, imagine this. Close your eyes and imagine this. Are you ready?
Yes.
Uh, you actually closed your eyes, but that's perfect. So we're like, we need 45 minutes of lead time because we know that we need to be there 40 minutes before the plane to make sure it's not late checked in luggage. I walk in, I'm totally fine with them putting that pink strap on my bag that says late check in. They're like, it's a 50-50 chance your bag's going to make it. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll take those odds. Walk down the terminal. They're yelling my name over the loudspeaker. They're like, the plane's about to take off. I'm like, "Oh, yeah, but they won't." They're like, "Dude, you got 3 minutes to get here. You get there just in time. You walk in and everybody looks at you and you love it because you look good, you smell good, and you feel good." And you walk on and you sit down. The only bad part about this story is you're not on early enough to take your, mini bottles that you've boofered onto the plane
Yeah. I
to,
mean,
mix them with
you're
your
the kind
drink
of
because 'cause they're not talking to you. I
you're the
could give
kind
a
of
shit less about showing up 3 hours early to the airport.
Yeah. Again, because 'cause you're the kind of person to as you're walking and they're calling your name, "Last call for Jeff, last call for Jeff." You say, "1 moment," and then you go get a drink at the bar. You just
Let me just use the restroom really fast. God, could you imagine we're
Yeah,
traveling together and you're losing your shit and I'm just like knife in the wound, pouring salt all over it,
no.
making this thing just drag out.
And I wouldn't do it. You go do your thing. You go be lackadaisical somewhere else. I'm gonna be staring at that gate to make sure nothing changes in the next 3 hours. So we're different, but that's fine.
Just call me
Everything's
when they
fine.
start boarding.
And it's not
But
like flying is pleasant because I don't know the last time I saw a happy flight attendant.
who do you
Can't
what airline do you fly? Sky Blue?
United,
Are you on
Delta.
Spirit?
No, and they just seem they're just going through the motions, right? They do
Mm,
that little, seatbelt thing at the beginning where they're teaching you not one damn person's watching them, not one, except for the person like me who feels bad and you're just, like, half smiling, like, "You're doing a great job, sir.
yeah.
You're
Mm,
doing great."
keep it
And
up.
that's probably why they're so pissed because they start every flight being ignored and not taken
Not by
seriously. I guess
me.
I'd be mad too.
I am fucking watching. This is the part where it gets real for me, is when we're on the plane. When I gotta figure out where the exits are, there's 2 over the front, 2 over the wing, and 2 in the back, and the nearest entry might not be in front of you. Like, I'll pay attention. And I think I've already said this before, where it's like, I will gladly take the responsibility of the responsible adult that's gonna help people get off of the plane, because I know I've already survived the crash. You know what I mean? Hopefully, fingers crossed. But, when you get on there, it's business, man. Like, I'm listening to the airline, to the engines. I'm listening to all the check stuff that they're doing. I can listen when the airplane takes off. I'm like, all right, that's the flaps coming in. Those are the wheels coming up. And then like the best thing that ever happened to me was I sat next to a pilot on a plane one time, and he could tell I was freaking out. He's like, dude, imagine it like this. When you're driving down the road, right, and you hit a bump and you feel your car like move around, do you start losing your shit? Like you're gonna crash? Like,
No.
no, that's good fucking that's it's just like a bump in the road when we're flying. And that actually did help me a little bit. But what doesn't help me, flying back from Hawaii and the flight attendant says that they're fairly confident in the airplane that we're in will make it back to LA. That wasn't cool. So I'm paying attention to all these little things. Like nothing goes unnoticed. Like I will get off the plane before the doors are shut if I have like the smallest feeling that like something terrible is going to happen.
Yeah.
And I'm unapologetically, I will climb off of that airplane
Yeah, and we are different in that aspect. As soon as I'm on
because your
the
drugs have
plane.
kicked in.
No, I haven't taken them yet. I've
Oh,
yet to
when do you
take them.
wait, hold on. How long does it take for those to start?
No, I don't know. I'm saying they prescribed them to me, and that is enough for my head to be like, "Okay,
You
you're
don't even
fine."
take them?
No, I just
What's the
got them
street
this
value on
year.
that?
What?
What's the street value on
I
that?
don't know. I'm keeping them. What if I need them someday? So, as soon as I get on the plane and I see my seat and I'm in my seat and I'm buckled and I'm done and I know my luggage is safe underneath the seat in front of me, then my shoulders are done. I maybe make a little like glance at the lady doing the seatbelt thing just to make her feel okay. And then that's it. And then I ignore. And then I'm in paradise. And then I don't care what happens to the tires because flying does not bug me. The act of flying, turbulence does not bug me. None of that. Just I'm ready to roll.
You're so brave. You're so brave.
You're freaking brave showing up as your flight is taking off and running down the tarmac, waving the plane down.
Well, okay, so one of the best things that's ever happened to like our flying experience was having
Mhm.
kids. You know what I mean? Because then you're like, oh, you're in pre-boarding. Because
Ah,
we're really not that. Like I can think of 3 times where I was actually they were calling my name to get there, but it was typically in between like a connecting flight. Um, so I do typically get there just a little bit earlier just to make sure. But when you get there, like you can hang out at the bar forever until like the plane's already loading, and you can jump in wherever because you got kids. It's that pre what do they call that? Pre-board.
something
Pre-
like that. Just
Pre-board.
like
Yeah.
it's that funny skit where it's this guy paid for like priority one grouping or whatever, right? So that he gets to board first. But they're like, all right, anybody in the military, please board. Anyone with
It's
small
like,
children, please
please
board.
board.
Anyone, any
Needing
senior
special
citizen,
assistance.
please board. Anybody who used to work as a teacher, please board.
Please
And it
board.
just
Teacher
loads all
appreciate.
these
This guy's
people
like,
until he's the
I spent
very last.
$50 to get on this plane, and he's in row 7, angry.
He's the last. I don't remember what skit that was, but God, it was
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, no kids. For me, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't want to get in the middle with kids. I'd rather get in at the very beginning, get them sat because as soon as you get to your seat, then it's, well, I want this. Well, I want that. We'll put this up. And then you're just looking like a fool in front of all these people.
Yeah.
Also, people like kids on flights, scream all you want, in my opinion.
Oh, I could
I
care less.
tune it out. I'm
Yeah.
so used to it. Kick my seat, I don't care. But there's
Oh, no,
some
that does
people,
bother me.
there's some people who the sound of a child talking irks
Irks
them.
them.
Slow turn look, like, "Will you shut that thing up?"
Shut that thing up, or I
Yeah, like
will.
and I don't care. I feel bad for the mother or the father or whatever, the parent, because I'm just like, "Oh, I feel your pain. How can I help? I'm a stranger, but I'll rock your baby." Like yeah.
Do you bring treats on for the flight attendants?
No, I've seen that. I'm not that
Yeah,
good.
I've done that.
No. You have? Like,
Yeah.
"Sorry, I have kids. Here you go." Or I saw a good tip, like, not even if you have kids, just in general, show up, hand them a gift card, $5 to Starbucks. "Hey, thank you
Something.
for being my flight attendant." But I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do that because 'cause they're freaking mean. Mean mugging up and down every flight I've
Do
been
we have
on.
a problem with flight attendants?
You wanna know what really grinds
Are they
my
real
gears?
people, first of all? Because I cannot ever remember being like, "Oh, hey, what do you do?" They're like,
I'm a
"I'm a
flight
flight
attendant.
attendant."
Well, because 'cause they're always freaking flying.
I don't
That's a
live in the
job.
air.
If you don't wanna ever see anybody, be a flight attendant or a pilot 24/7. They're always somewhere.
We do know well, Preston, we do know one flight attendant.
Yep, I
I know
do.
2
And he's never
not
home.
attendant. I'm sorry, Preston, you are not a flight attendant. You are an actual pilot.
Yes, he is. Private jet pilot, but he's never home. He is always flying.
I feel like I just did the equivalent of, like, not calling somebody who went to school to be a doctor. You know what I mean? Have you been corrected by, like, a doctor and not, like, said, "Oh, hello, doctor," whatever, in, like, a personal setting? Like, this isn't like, "Oh, you go to the doctor." You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, say you met Your new friend, your new
Yeah,
friends from last week, right?
yeah.
Say he was a doctor. What if he was like, "It's Doctor John" to you?
Then I would never speak to them again. Like, if
Have
you
you been have
feel
you been corrected like that before though?
not that I can think of, and if so, I've blocked it out because the
Mhm.
second they said that, I would have been like, "Bye."
I've been corrected twice, and it was in professional settings. But just a couple days ago, we did have someone mention something like that, and I was like, "This has got to be like way more common than I would think." Am I being like extremely rude by
No,
not calling them a doctor?
no,
And
I
how
just
and
think
why and at what point do people care? You know
yeah,
what I
I
mean?
think they have a syndrome, like a little man syndrome almost, like,
Oof.
"Nah, I
Whoa,
worked
you pictured
hard,"
a
like
man? Wow.
no,
You know,
if
you
I
know, you know, women can be doctors too, Sam.
shut up. When I picture people being assholes and people correcting other people all the time because
It's a
they have
man.
a little penis, I picture men, right? Because I think if you were to say like, "Oh, hey, Sally," you're
She's
you're
like,
not gonna
it's
hear a
Doctor
woman say it's
Sally.
Doctor Sally. No, because she knows she's got a big dick energy and she doesn't care what you think. Like, but it's always the men who are out there like, it's doctor as he's wearing his platform shoes that make him 4 inches taller because he's so short. Like, calm down, Frank.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
Sam. I think we just learned something here about you.
What?
Wh I still feel like there's a little bit more to you only picturing a man doctor.
Oh my god, you hope so. See, you're trying so hard to
No, don't,
keep getting
don't,
out of this hole you've
don't.
been in with our women
Hey,
audience.
I need you to do me a favor right now.
Yeah.
You know the song, "No More Monkeys Jumping on the Bed"?
Mhm.
When you get to the part where mama called the doctor and the doctor said, give me the voice that you use when you're singing it."
No more monkeys jumping
Bullshit,
on the bed. Well, you
bullshit.
no more
There it is.
monkeys. Never once ever have I gone
Down an
bass.
octave?
Never.
I always go up an octave.
That's what I just said. I go up.
Oh, I go
No
up?
more monkey. Oh, see, it's because it's a children's song.
Mm,
That was a very stupid way to try to connect those 2, Jeff. Be better.
sorry. I thought for sure you were gonna go, "No more monkey jumping on the bed." Alright, that's
Oh,
fine.
man.
That's fine, Sam. We'll work on it. We'll work on
No,
it.
there's nothing to
Equality in the
work on.
workplace, Sam. What?
There's nothing to work on, but I am flying out next weekend to go to
Where are you going?
Colorado. Colorado.
For what?
My, brother and
Did you
sister-in-law
put in the
live there.
Did you put in the time off?
They have their little 5-week-old baby.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's
So,
cute.
leaving John home with the kids, I'm gonna go yeah, it'll be fun.
How does he do with the kids? Do a good job?
Oh, I never have to think about it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
It's
awesome.
perfect.
I'm flying to Alaska, and I'm terrified of it already.
Yeah, I hear that flight, though. Talk about planes crashing. St
The fuck are you trying to do to me? Is there like a high amount of
Oh, no.
issues?
I was gonna try to say that, but that's not the case. What's in Alaska?
I have a lot of family up there. What up,
Mm,
Alaska family? I did see that you started following. Looking very much forward to seeing you here and
nice.
your beautiful, beautiful state.
Well, I
And,
hope your plane doesn't crash,
no, thank
and
you. Yeah,
I
I hope yours
hope
doesn't either.
well, I'm not worried ab
Be
if
a
it does,
shame.
fine. I just hope I get there on time, I get through security, and I see my gate, and it's there.
I just had a terrible thought. What
About
if
me dying.
you had to find a replacement for me?
I wouldn't replace you.
Oh,
I'd
you
be
could
the star of the
solo?
show, and
Oh
I'd
my
be so
god.
happy about it,
Oh
just
my
by
god. You
myself,
would too.
just talking to our fans.
There's like some if I had health insurance and
Yeah.
you were the beneficiary, I
Mhm.
would be concerned.
You mean because I'd pull the plug?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not just
Mhm.
pull the plug, but just like end me.
Yeah.
So you'd have the show all to yourself.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's fair.
All right, well, now we know.
Great.
Now
Well,
we know. That's a whole nother episode. How to get away from embezzlement.
embezzlement.
Isn't that what it is?
I don't
When you
know.
kill somebody and take all their money?
Nope, that's sure not. I think embezzling is when you take money from, like, a company or something internally.
Fraud? What would you call it? Murder.
Murder.
Have you seen The Office?
You know, I haven't. Background
So
noise.
they call it murder because R is such an ominous word. That's why they don't call it muck duck.
What? Is that on The Office?
I think so. I'll send you the clip.
Oh my god.
How
Alright.
about we just watch it?
Okay, maybe.
Murder.
I have a lot of trash TV. I don't have time for that.
Don't kill me, Sam. Anyway,
Alright. Well, let's fly on out of here.
no, I see what you did there. Nice
See
job,
what I
Sam.
did there?
I'm just gonna take off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
gotta
gonna
pick Simon up from his last day of school. We're gonna go get some chocolate, or he's gonna get chocolate ice cream. We got some balloons for him at home,
cute.
and then go do Topgolf tonight with my gym friends.
That'll be fun. I love
Yep,
that for you.
we have some extra spots. Sam, would you like to join us?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Think so.
All right. See you,
Alright. Well,
Boomer.
thanks for tuning, Boomer. See ya.